Hi, Bobby Nash here. I just wanted to share the news that the fifth book in the Snow series, as you can see the posters behind me here, is now available in paperback and ebook around the world at various Amazon locations. It should spread out to expanded distribution shortly. Here's the cover. Snow Star is the title of the fifth book. Like I said, it follows the continuing adventures of Abraham Snow in these action crime thriller series. To celebrate the launch of Snow Star, I wanted to share with you the opening chapter of Snow Star. You'll please forgive my my poor reading skills. I'm not quite the performer that Stuart Goffey is, who will be doing the actual audiobook. So when you listen to the audiobook, it will be so much better. But here's the opening chapter to get you started. I'm also posting the opening chapter on abrahamsnow.com as well as ben-books.com and bobbynash.com. So you can go read the opening chapter if you don't want to listen to me read it. So, but here it goes. I'm reading it off the computer, so if it looks like I'm staring over here, that's why. Snow Star by Bobby Nash. How could things go so wrong so fast? 3 hours ago, Miranda Shake had kissed her best friend, the only guy she knew that never tried to take advantage of her. They had been friends for over 20 years, and she loved him and felt confident that he had similar feelings for her. Of course, neither of them would ever be the first to admit it, which left them idling in neutral. Except that one time. It seemed so long ago now, almost like a faded memory. Sometimes she wondered if it had been real or if it was just two people lost in a moment. Either way, it was a precious memory. With him, she could be Melanie Shaw, the name her parents had given her and the one she had used when her friend first met her back at Somerville High School all those years ago when she had been ashamed of the freckles that dotted her face, the same freckles today that were often referred to as sexy. Sometimes she missed plain old Melanie Shaw. It wasn't always easy to be Miranda Shake, TV and movie star in a world that was constantly tugging at her. She had invited her friend to a New Year's Eve bash atop a swanky downtown Atlanta hotel. He had resisted at first. She was hard to say no to when she wanted. The party was a who's who of industry elite, actors and celebrities, movers and shakers, money makers and money grabbers. This was more her world than his, but she was over the moon. When he agreed to be her date for the evening. He seemed only marginally uncomfortable as she worked the room, flashing that $1,000,000 smile that had melted so many hearts over the years. At midnight, as fireworks exploded overhead, she kissed him. It was long, hard, and passionate, a kiss as she had ever planted on anyone. He didn't complain, and she didn't want the night to end. When the party started to die down an hour later, she threw caution to the wind and invited him to stay the night. Her condo was close by, and she promised that together they would kick the New Year's off in style. Make it a night to remember. A night of passion with the beautiful Miranda Shake was an invitation few men would be able to refuse. When he declined, she was surprised, then angry, then eventually understanding. He had a prior commitment the next morning and needed to rest. Work, he said, and as he explained the situation, she understood, but was disappointed. She had longed to spend the night together. Any other man she might not have believed, assuming the worst, but she had never known him to lie to her before. There was no reason to think he would now. Some other time, he said before he kissed her goodnight. How about tomorrow? He smiled. I'll call you when I'm done. Dinner? That would be a good start, she said, a little too flirty. She chided herself. There was no need for that with him. She knew that he liked her. The old seduction tricks weren't necessary. He had offered to drop her at her condo on the way, but she decided to spend a little more time at the party with the stragglers. And she needed another drink. Maybe a couple more. She knew better, of course. Miranda Shake had a problem. One well documented in the tabloids and on tabloid TV over the years. She did not know how to say no to another drink. As a young starlet rocketed rocketing stardom early in her career thanks to a lucky break on a TV series that hit big following a role in a movie that garnered her an Academy Award nomination one year and another that saw her take home the fabled trophy the next. Miranda Shake became popular fast. For a time, she was America's sweetheart. Everyone loved her. She was a star. They also loved to buy her drinks. Later came the pills. A lot of miles had come and gone since then, and she had kicked the pill habit, but alcohol was the demon that would not leave her alone. Not for the first time, she cursed the demon that caused her substance abuse. She knew many who called it a disease, but Miranda didn't buy it. She knew the monster was real. A disease could be cured. A monster, her demon, would never die. All she could do was lock it away, if only for a short time. No matter how strong the cage, however, her monster always escaped. She tried to fight it. She did. Sometimes she was even able to walk away from it if her guard was up, but when the monster saw weakness, it struck. Though he did not mean to be, her old friend Abraham Snow was a weakness. When he left her, the monster saw its opening and pounced. When her guard was sufficiently lowered, the vultures circled as they usually did, preying on her moment of weakness. One drink led to a second, which became a third, then fourth, and then she wasn't paying attention to where the drinks were coming from. As she knocked back the drinks, Miranda was once again lost down the familiar rabbit hole, curiouser and curiouser. Things get blurry after that. And that's the opening to Snow Star, which is available now, as I mentioned, at Amazon in paperback and ebook. There is an audiobook that will follow shortly, which will be read and performed by the amazing Stuart Goffey. I thank you for your time. I hope you will check out the book. The book is called Snow Star, and you can find more information at www.abrahamsnow.com. Thank you.